What's up, my YouTube family? It's your boy Berto checking in with another video, guys. Hope everybody's doing great today. I'm doing good. So it's a lot I want to talk about. Really, a lot I want to talk about. It's about life, and for a long time, people are saying, "Do we live in a stimulation? Or are we living in a real world? What is it?" That is the hardest thing about life. The hardest thing. We do not understand it. Nobody in this world understands how life works. And that has become an obsession with everybody around the world. We don't know what the meaning of living is. We don't understand the oceans. We don't understand space. We don't understand anything. We don't know anything. We don't know why we were put here. We don't know anything. You always feel like there's a meaning for something. Something. Like you just got to be doing it for a reason. Like you go to work, the reason to go to work, you pay bills, you have to use money to purchase things. You just feel like you have to do it for something. But why were humans created? Why was this world created? There had to be some kind of goal to achieve, or were we just put here just to be here? Just to say, oh, that's a planet with living beings. Why can't we process reality outside of Earth? We as humans compare everything to how we see it and how we need things we need to survive. We cannot have an understanding that there are possible extraterrestrials that can survive not knowing or not needing the things that we need in order to survive. Even if space is a real thing, we don't understand it to the fact that we don't understand how it works. Just like we don't even understand our own planet. We don't understand how space works. We don't get why a lot of things happen. Um, and, people for years have been trying to figure out, you know, what is the reason behind having all these planets, but we can't find no life forms on them. Why are they there? They have to be there for a reason. For a reason. But we'll never understand that because we can't even understand the own reasoning that we are here. Have you ever just sat and thought, like, why were we put on this planet? How were we created? How is everything done? And what was the purpose behind it? What comes after death? There's not one single person that knows what comes after death, because once you die, you don't know what happens. You don't know if you go to, it could be a heaven or a hell. You don't know if your energy goes out in space. You don't know if you sit here on this earth. You don't know if you're reborn as somebody different. And that's become a popular one because there's been cases of kids saying that they remember a lifetime before where they were alive and they end up dying and now they're back as another person. We just don't know. And the first person to start cracking these secrets to life, they're going to be the person that goes down in history as one of the different makers in the world. Because we're born into a world and we just follow a line. We just follow this straight line and what we're told to do. Not many people explore outside of the box. Not many people think outside of the box. We feel like we have to do as we're told. We try to follow the laws of the government. There's a lot of things that we obey that we shouldn't obey. We need to start thinking for ourselves. And that's a big problem in today's society, in today's world. Nobody thinks for themselves. We'll never crack the code of life if we don't try to figure it out. There has to be some kind of meaning behind what's going on in the world, why we're here, the reason for everything. Why is there other planets with nothing on it? They have to be there for a reason. There has to be something on there of use or something. It's nowhere we're the only dignities out there in this world. It's just hard for us as humans to process anything outside of what we know. And at some point, Humans are evolving very quick, and we're getting smarter and smarter and smarter and more advanced. At some point, we will start understanding life and death. Yes, life and death. We, it's even said, history repeats itself, okay? It repeats itself. Years and years ago, they're saying that ancient civilizations already were going to space and doing things that we were doing now, but without the technology that we have now. But who's to say that technology wasn't as super advanced back then and then the world reset? Because that's always a possibility that the world reset and starts over. Resets and starts over. As advanced as we are right now, anything can happen and we can just go back to the Stone Age. The world can reset and we're back at square one with nothing. But we're programmed to think one way and one way only, and anybody who thinks outside the box is damn crazy. Does that make sense? Life is a repeat cycle. And a lot of people think after a certain amount of time, the world does reset. Like even the pyramids, we still can't grasp today how it was even physically possible that they were able to build those. Even with the things we have now in today's world, we cannot build pyramids. So was the pyramids built by an ancient civilization of extraterrestrials that are way more advanced than us and maybe found a way to get off the planet? Or maybe they went to a different planet and left this planet with for us to inhabit? Or maybe the extraterrestrials moved deep into the oceans with their advanced technologies. But whoever was here before humans, and I believe the pyramids were not built by humans, were way more advanced than we are. And they cracked the code to life that we can't crack. And I feel like once you crack that code to life, everything changes. A lot of people think we live in a simulation. That's a possibility. Everything's a possibility, but what can I tell you is I believe they were way more advanced in the past, and I don't think it were regular humans like us. I think they were extraterrestrials that dominated this world, and they cracked the code to life and the meaning to living that we still to this day don't understand. We got to get a grip on it, and we have to figure out how to develop the next generation of kids into thinkers. There's more to life, and we have to solve it. And I know a lot of you guys think the same way I do. What were we here? What were we put here for? What's the reason? What is the purpose of life? You only live once, or do you live twice? Does your energy stay on this earth? Does it go to space? Is there a space? Is there extraterrestrials living in the ocean? Was the ancient civilizations that cracked the code to life still here on this earth today? Does the earth reset? Does time reset? I don't know. But somebody's going to figure out life. And I believe our government's already on top of it. But they don't want us to know. Because once you figure out the ropes of life, there are senses that we have and we don't know we have. There's more to just seeing, smelling, touching, tasting. It's more to it. We have not cracked those other senses because we're put in a position where they don't want us to. Because once you get there and you learn those other senses, you become the person they don't want you to be. There are colors that we can't see, and we don't know this. You know that feeling when you're looking in a direction, but someone's standing behind you and you can feel them behind you? That's a sense that we all have not unlocked yet, and it pops up every now and then. Guys, understand your body and mind. It'll teach us a lot. Let's figure out life.